Well, let's get right out to the White House for the latest on what we just alluded to. Eamon Javers is joining us with the latest on the update between the meeting between President Trump and President Zelenskyy. Contentious is probably a mild way to put it.
Yeah, unprecedented scenes in the Oval Office, Dom, as we saw a shouting match erupt, heated emotions, real intensity between President Trump, President Zelenskyy, and also J.D. Vance, the U.S. Vice President, participating in this exchange, something that we just have never seen before as Americans in the Oval Office. All of that leading to a contentious breakup of the plans for the afternoon. The news conference, as you suggested, that's off. Zelenskyy has left the building. His motorcade exited just a few moments ago. And I can tell you, Dom, I'm just texting now with some officials in the West Wing to get a little bit of the behind the scenes of what happened. I'm told by a White House official here just in the past couple seconds that the President of the United States kicked Vladimir Zelenskyy out of the White House today. That is the description that we're being given of what happened after the part that we saw on camera. The President kicked him out. Is the text from a White House official. So dramatic stuff there. You saw that at the departure, President Trump clearly did not come to say goodbye or have a handshake at the end. There was a woman in a blue dress who shook Zelensky's hand. I'm told that is the protocol officer, new protocol officer of the White House who did that duty. Zelenskyy moving very quickly into the vehicle there, as you can see. Let's replay a bit of the contentious moment. Contentious doesn't even do it. Just the heated exchange between the two men here in the Oval Office just a short time ago. Take a listen.
You're either going to make a deal or we're out. And if we're out, you'll fight it out. I don't think it's going to be pretty, but you'll fight it out. But you don't have the cards. But once we sign that deal, you're in a much better position. But you're not acting at all thankful. And that's not a nice thing. I'll be honest, that's not a nice thing.
So the president there upset at what he saw as Zelenskyy being disrespectful to the United States, to him personally, to the American taxpayer who've provided hundreds of billions of dollars in military aid to Ukraine over the years. J.D. Vance, the vice president, suggesting to Zelenskyy that he hadn't even said thank you once during the course of that meeting. Zelenskyy then turning it about onto J.D. Vance and saying, well, you've never been to Ukraine. You should come and see it. Vance saying those are just propaganda trips. The whole thing spiraled out of control in a relatively short period of time. And you wonder now, Kelly and Dom, whether or not this relationship can be put back together into anything of the sort that the Ukrainians need it to be in order to get some kind of result out of this war that allows Ukraine to continue to be an independent country.
Eamon, we learned during the first Trump administration and in just the first month plus so of the second Trump administration that negotiation is part and parcel to what this kind of the ethos of this particular president, this administration is. This is all speculation at this point. Nobody really knows except the president and his closest aides what the timeline will be. But what exactly then can we expect to see that would indicate either progress or the opposite with regard to America's relationship with Ukraine? What kind of timeline are we talking about? Is it days? Is it weeks? What does it look like?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to take a couple of hours just for everybody's temperatures to simmer down here, and then you'll begin the planning of what comes next, Dom. I mean, typically in diplomacy, what you look for is when is the next meeting scheduled, and that gives you a sense of where things are. Behind the scenes, I think it's going to take some time here before we can get any meeting scheduled, certainly between Trump and Zelenskyy, let alone between the delegations between the two people. We just saw the protocol officer there giving a quick handshake to Zelenskyy on the way out the door. That's very disrespectful, right, and intentional by the White House to show their displeasure with the way they see how Zelenskyy behaved in the Oval Office today. And like I say, I am told by a White House official, and I'm just literally texting now while we're talking, Dom, I am told by a White House official that the president kicked Zelenskyy out of the White House after that on-camera piece in the Oval Office today.
All right, so behind the scenes, it's pretty much what it looked like to us in front of the curtain as well. All right,
or maybe worse.
Eamon Javers, thank you very much for that. We'll see you later on for more on what's going on at the White House.